3, 2, 1, go. Right.
Hold on. Cash. Los Angeles.
Rock and roll. My money.
When will they stop?
Well, now. Long Beach, clear skies.
And now, on with the show.
And good morning to you. The theme of today's show is resist.
Resist.
And resist ye shall.
Yep.
We'll give you information coming up about the protest rally and march happening today. And it looks like it's going to be more than just that. You'll get details coming up from some of the organizers. And we've got a special guest in studio with us who's telling us about there may be pot in your future at a
No doubt.
local event. Yeah, she's like, we're talking about a couple days, Billy, not a couple hours. And then my name's Eddie Lemos.
I'm Mike Stark.
Melanie Ray.
And today on the show, I just said my piece. Your turn.
Yeah, we're going to focus on the No Kings movement musically today. So
Nice.
Stick around. There's going to be a lot of great music that'll get you pumped up for the day.
Absolutely.
And if you called your pet, what would it say? With this new device, you can find out.
See this.
I think.
This would be awesome. But as I said at the top of the show, we've been really enjoying the reporters from the Long Beach Post who have been coming across the street down to our studios to talk to us about all the things that are going on in the publication. And every time we see a story, and Mike, you found one.
It hit me hard. First thing I saw, whoa, what's going on here? Picture of Snoop on the cover.
Yeah.
And then I noticed the byline, and I said, okay, well.
Probably the most clicked story yesterday on the Long Beach Post.
Probably so.
And as soon as I did, I clicked him. And John Donegan wrote it, so we got to get him down here. So welcome back to the show.
Happy to be here.
That's great. So fill the audience in on what may be in their future.
What I'm sure left people dazed and confused.
Dun-dum-bum.
Yeah, so, Danny, I thought I was coming on to talk about Colorado Lagoon.
Well, you will.
Okay.
But we have to get to the sensational stuff first.
Okay. Ever delayed. So the city council on Tuesday went over a number of items. It was, I think it was almost a 6-hour meeting. Towards the end, they took a vote 6-2 to advance plans for basically a first reading. It'll come back again to start issuing permits for special events. For cannabis events, think Cannabis Cup. What's the one that's in San
Warped Tour?
Francisco? Yeah, right. Basically, to have events centered around cannabis, where you have retailers selling cannabis to people.
I thought it was going to be more like potted concerts.
A combination of both. That's what it sounds like. Basically, it's a system where, it's really rough. They're still building out the idea. It's only being done in a select number of cities in California. But basically, they would allow event organizers that are certified by the state to host up to a dozen events per year related to cannabis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
Now, as I read it, there's going to be a lot of restrictions to this thing, even if it gets through.
Yeah.
In other words, there's going to be a strict age limit for one. So no one under 18 or 21 or 21. So that's going to knock off a whole lot of consumers that would be able to go to these events. So there's probably other restrictions as well, right?
There are, and I think they read the room, like with community meetings, and I think the obvious concern is smoke inhalation around the elderly, around children, wanting to make sure that there's a good amount of distance from these events and the regular public.
Right.
Even businesses. They don't want smoke sort of wafting over into your local Chick-fil-A and then people walking in absolutely blitzed and getting triple the order.
It'd be awesome. Actually, around older people, you would say, Wanda, go ahead and breathe real deep. So I would imagine that we're going to see things like maybe Cannabicon.
You never know.
Because every time you see these large conventions, we're getting more and more of those downtown.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting. If you've ever been to Amsterdam,
I have.
right? I had to guess that it's not the, because it's been part of the culture so long.
Yeah.
People are just decent about it. People don't just stand in parks with kids and big groups, and they just do their own thing. Yeah. And I wish that were part of our culture as well, with all they got to give it all this structure and rule
And now in Amsterdam, by the way, they've been tired of all of Americans coming over there.
No doubt.
So what they've restricted now is you cannot smoke inside a coffee house unless you have a local address.
Really?
Yeah. So they don't want the Americans sitting in there all
we
day.
are notorious jerks.
And you know what? That may be.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah. But Long Beach pretty much is, you as you move around through downtown, it wafts. You and who knows? But let's see how that turns out. When I was perusing the Long Beach Post and my social media ding, and then I saw a video from our guest today about something that I had a lot of questions about when Boomer and I did a recent trip down to the Colorado Lagoon.
Oh.
So is this another one of the investigative reports for your series? It should be.
Not yet, not quite. I think a lot of the work, at least this time, was done for us and kind of presented to us. It wasn't just us digging through hundreds and hundreds of documents trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
there.
what's
going on?
I think a lot of people, including our local elected, want to know. I bet. If you go to the site right now, you'll see a lot of construction work is going on. You see a lot of people, crews digging through, putting dirt at grade, digging dirt from different areas, working what appears to be these sewer lines.
Yeah.
Sort of, removing old utilities and placing new utilities in there. You ask the officials, they say this is the last leg of the last of 4 phases. The first phase starting in 2010.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
I was in high school when this project started.
No way.
Has it? Wow.
Yeah.
How long's it been? 6 years?
Since the project initially started, it's probably been 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
This last,
that's all.
this last section, the last leg of it, I think it started in 2018.
Yeah, something like that, because that's the last time we had a really good walk around there, and then now everything's blocked off. And
it's been about 9 years. And I think the goal was they closed the roads that sort of form a T in the middle of it, Elliott and Colorado Street, right?
Yeah.
And the goal was they would reopen those. Let's close both of them immediately. That way we can reopen them sooner. Same as they do for like a highway construction.
Yeah, because Elliott's my little sneak street off of whatever
it
that is,
used to be-
Bellflower, whatever that used to be, the sneak street.
I got caught up in it the other day.
I forgot.
Yeah.
The goal was let's close both of them, get it done fast in 18 months. 39 months later, work is continuing. And
this is why the news about the new music venues going in, whenever we talk about
You
those
know,
news, they go, we're putting up temporary. And I'm just like, here
it'll
we
be there.
go.
Has there any problems with the project, or are they just moving along mopily?
depends on who you ask.
Got it.
Crews and what we found is that just as crews continue to dig up and, form the trench for these new utility lines that'll run a lot of wastewater, et cetera, through, they're discovering decades-old pipe that wasn't even in their original plans.
Oh, no kidding.
Did the design of the facility. They had no idea it was there. And I think it's, you ask historians that know better than I do, and they'll tell you, this stretch of land, as it connects to the sea, has a long history of, projects and former, utility lines that have been there for generations, and were just sort of buried over and kind of forgotten. And so a lot of times, city designers, contractors, when they went to, plan this project out, they didn't even plan for these utility pipes. That's why so many of them they're so old. They had transite pipe, and transite pipe, as some know, is really common for like pre-1950s water lines, for oil, for gas, water, whatever, like to run for projects and for utility lines, et cetera. So like, and each time they find it, there's a specialized process to remove it. So that only adds to the delay because work has to stop.
So they have like asbestos in it or something dangerous?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I think what they'll say is, they're very touchy around the word asbestos. They'll tell you that it's non-toxic, that it's naturally occurring, but these pipes weren't naturally occurring in the plant.
Naturally
I love
occurring.
how they say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's absolutely nothing wrong here, nothing to see.
And so they'll find, this transite pipe, and it's lined with asbestos. And so, when it gets crushed up or kicked and just kind of destroyed, it's found in little pieces and chunks. It's all over the place. And so if you keep digging, you keep finding it, you have to do certain procedures to make sure there's not a lot of it in the dirt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's kind of what was connected to our original investigation in late 2024 was we uncovered massive amounts of documents that showed there was tons of asbestos being pulled from the site and tons of abatements.
Whoa.
Wow.
I've been in the city. I've been here in Long Beach since 1972. And that area has never, ever been really developed. And I'm wondering if all of these things that they're finding were the people back then were evident.
Maybe
they knew that stuff was there, and they just avoided doing anything. Because I've seen nothing go on since I came to Long Beach in '72.
And since they've been digging up and all this asbestos, no wonder I've been in a fog for the last 14 years since I moved to Long Beach.
That's it.
That is great, though. But keep on. We want to hear more if you uncover it, and also. Any thoughts about the next investigation? Dum, dum, dum.
There's always stuff cooking, Dave.
How about
Don't worry.
why isn't the Hard Rock Hotel built yet?
Well, it's not asbestos.
Do you really get asked that?
We get asked that on a weekly basis. Where's the Hard Rock?
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
And is there an answer?
Nothing yet.
Oh, okay. Well, get on it.
It's not like we're not asking.
Yeah, I was going to say, get on it. Oh, wow. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff we see downtown and think, when is it coming? When is it coming? So, but all right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Always a pleasure.
We love having you here,
doors
John.
open. Yeah, it's like, and Jacob, Kate, you're all welcome over here anytime we have a story, and we'll reach out.
Yeah, for more coverage, go to longbeachpost.com or follow us on social.
Yeah. Oh, and all the other things you have to do online to your videos.
Follow, and subscribe.
Yeah, you having
There
fun
you go.
doing the videos?
Yeah, and if you see my video on Instagram, please be constructive and kind. It's not my forte.
But it's great to see you out of the office. That's excellent. All right.
Yeah, get my sunlight.
All right, we're going to music. What do we got?
All right, we're going to start it off strong. Patti Smith and Power.
All right.
We're starting off strong. We're going to start off with Patti Smith and People Have the Power. A timeless theme song for all sorts of activism.
Yeah.
That's People Have the Power from Patti Smith.
It's a great song. And we have the power, and we're going to take it to the streets. And that's the topic for this next segment. Mornings on the beach. We're out of the studio. Mike is here with me.
Yes, sir.
Melanie's here.
We're here on the street.
We are, you can hear it. We're at the No Kings March. And we want to talk to some people out here on the street. And
All right.
I'm going to hand off to Melanie.
So I'm standing here next to Danny, and there's someone in front of me, and she's wearing a tutu, a red, white, and blue tutu with red striped pants and a sign that says Democracy Fairy. Clap if you believe. So I thought that's who I'm going to talk to first. Okay. Here I am. I'm Melanie Ray with Mornings on the Beach on KLBP, Long Beach's only public radio station. Yeah. So now you have to listen. And I love your outfit, and I want to know why you're here.
I'm here because I am just so disgusted with everything that is going on in this administration and truly afraid for our democracy. After holding on to it for 250 years, I feel a twinge of despair and want to do everything I can to get out here and fight against that.
Now, I keep thinking, this is the guy? This is the guy that brought democracy down? Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Okay, can I come talk to you?
Sure.
All right. Why? Okay, we're dressed a little witchy here, right? I can say that. We got all black. We got no tutus, but the skirt will go. Why are you here, and what's your name?
My name is Hillary, and I'm here because how do I even put it into words? I feel like the institutions that I used to believe in are disintegrating, and I cannot look to institutions to protect me anymore. And I can't look to the big institutions for facts, for any kind of morality or value system, and all the things that I've worked for and all the things that I've believed in growing up seem to be disintegrating before my eyes.
Oh, this guy's holding a sign that says Baron First. So who are you and why are you here?
My name is Neil Scholander, and I'm here on behalf of myself. And I'm with my friends, and my wife is with Long Beach Ford, and she's a peace marshal for today.
Yeah.
And I am here expressing my First Amendment speech and doing what little I can to make sure we don't kill ourselves.
Yeah, right. We're working on that. All right, we're going to look around for who do we look like. Okay. This is my friend Joni. She's sipping a flask that says absinthe and holding a sign that says no kings with like a really realistic profile type shadow of Trump that I want to know what inspired you.
How I feel about him. He makes me want to throw up, and he's throwing up his thoughts on humanity out of his disgusting turd mouth. And I think we all need to make him go the away.
There you have it. And there is that. All right, we're heading back over to Danny. There's Mike Stark holding my dog. Okay.
Got the canine connection, all the dogs.
Right.
Dogs for no king. Come on, Boomer. I love it. Can we talk to you guys? Sure. We're from Long Beach Public Radio.
Hey, Long Beach Public Radio.
Tell us what your sign says.
Oh, it says Epstein Files. We are not distracted.
Somebody brought that up today.
Yes.
Because, you don't see past all the distractions.
There are no distractions that can keep you from thinking about that.
We're always trying to ask people how they're getting through it. In other words, what keeps you positive at a time like this? Do you not read the news? Do you have a certain way that you deal?
I read the news a lot, but I have fun friends that we're texting all day long to each other different things. And I've got family at all different protests up and down California, and we're sending photos and inspirational things to each other. So I think just having people that are like-minded, and not just that, even people that aren't like-minded, I hang out with them too. And
no kidding.
People like us are nice.
That's great. Today, what's your feeling about today? Did you come out to get some more of that community sense?
I love today, and I love Long Beach, and I love all the variety of people out here, and they're all working for the same thing to get this country back on track.
And you're from Long Beach or nearby?
Yeah. I'm from Venice, but I live in Long Beach and have for 30-something years.
That's great.
So we're probably at the height of our...
Yeah, huh? A member of the press has just showed up.
Yes, hi Danny. Hi Mike, how are you?
doing?
Is this the only location today, or are you going to travel all over the city?
I'm actually, because I enjoy living in Long Beach. I stay in Long Beach. I want Long Beach people to know who I am and what do I do.
Who are you and what do you do?
We've been asking that for a while.
What do you want to say?
Do I want to reveal myself?
Well, please.
Well, how much time do we have? No, so, I work with KPFK and I work with KLBP.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. And I am doing reporting for my own show, which is Something's Happening at Midnight. I run that show 4 days a week. Yeah, so I'm telling everybody who I interview that listen at 12 midnight or right before 6 a.m. So.
Oh, wow. That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, so.
Or set a tape recorder and listen to it later.
What is your nom de radio? Do you have a name? Or
Oh, Buzz. I go by the name of Buzz.
Oh, that's
and
great.
that's many years has stuck with me because I was buzzing around at KPFK.
We have to stick together, all those public radio stations, so let's give you a plug. Tell people where can they find you at midnight.
So KPFK 90.7 FM, and I do want to give a loud message to our listeners, and that is support public radio. You got to support KLBP because KLBP belongs to Long Beach, and Long Beach belongs to KLBP.
And we're beginning to feel that way.
99.1 KLBP FM, and you can and at the app. So.
Yeah, there's also many great things coming up for all of public radio, so it doesn't matter who.
We should stick together.
Absolutely.
Really stick together.
And somebody's joining us here serving banana bread.
Oh, man. Is that banana bread?
It should be it. I'm sure this is going to go on all day. but we're going to have to take nap time pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. At our age, definitely. But I'll tell you, what I'm seeing here is nothing but joy. Nothing but joy. And, you know, this is always portrayed as these are angry Americans. Well, no, this is joyful.
Yeah. And these radical leftists, they look so happy.
Damn them.
All right, for Mornings on the Beach, we'll go back to the studio. It's Mornings on the Beach.
And that last song was Niels Lofgren, new song from him for the day. No kings, no hate, no fear.
And the theme for today, in case you haven't guessed it, is resist. Resist you must.
Yes.
I'm Danny Lemos.
I'm Mike Stark.
Melanie Ray.
And I like to peruse the opposite side of the news from the heavy stuff. And sometimes it is the heavy stuff that makes the funny. And this is a good example. And this is a story that I came across called Top U.S. FEMA Official Claims to Have Teleported to a Waffle House Before. That's the actual title of the article. That's great. Have you guys seen this?
I did.
I saw something about it. I scrolled past.
It's probably the best thing.
It was typical Trump administration sort of craziness.
I could guess his affiliation.
Yeah, just in case. And this concerns Greg Phillips, who was picked to lead FEMA's Office of Response and Recovery. And he was on a podcast, and he was talking about that, and he said he claimed that his car was lifted up while he was driving and transported 40 miles away into a ditch near a church. And he said that's not the first time. In another episode, he was transported over 50 miles to a Waffle House. And, begs the question of whether aliens need something to eat.
Well, the first line in this article says, teleporting is no fun. I love that.
Remember, this is a top official in our government.
Of course it is. So your car ends up in a ditch, and the natural assumption is that you teleported there?
He said, I was with my boys one time, and I was telling them I was going to go to the Waffle House and get waffles. And I ended up at a Waffle House. This was in Georgia. And I end up at a Waffle House like 50 miles away from where I was. And doesn't have any memory of how we got there. So maybe you should talk to Pete Hegseth. Maybe there's something going on.
That's just, I don't even know what to say.
Exactly.
You know, you commute to work every day. You don't know how you got there, but you don't assume you were teleported.
And the fact that he made it public.
Exactly.
Some things you should probably just keep to yourself.
Well, so he should be able to get to these sites pretty quickly. Hopefully he can harness it for the next hurricane. Since we can't get through TSA anymore, right? This is pretty handy.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
You'd be teleported to a country near you.
Yeah, a Waffle House near you. Cracker Barrel, whatever.
Again, under the theme of resistance, we can also bring up the article that says about the TSA, a lot of them are just quitting. They just had enough. They decided, you know what?
Can you blame them?
No, absolutely
1 month paycheck, 2 paychecks, you're gone, and then boom. So it's like, not everybody's in favor of this.
Right.
And have you seen some of the images that they've given you from airports where some of the ICE agents they put on duty look like they haven't finished college yet? And,
of course they haven't.
I mean, they're young.
Yet.
They're really young.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, wait a minute. This is surprising. But and they're sitting there like, well, what do we do? People are doing their job. What do we do?
Well, that's one of the complaints is that TSA is working their butts off and they're looking around at ICE agents just,
Do you know anybody flying?
Yes, my daughter is flying tonight.
Oh, no kidding.
From New York, and I am a nervous wreck.
So what time is her flight?
Her flight is, she's going to get there 5 hours. Her
of
flight
course.
is at 6 a.m., and she's going to get there at 1 a.m., and at LaGuardia, where there was just a fatality because everyone is stressed out and underpaid and understaffed.
And making mistakes, they found. There was a mistake made.
No, I'm a nervous wreck, and
geez.
I had these little trips where I sent, I was thinking of, where we fly back and forth and see each other.
Mm-hmm.
And once she's there, and, I'm not going to do it. It's now high risk to fly. And not only, we're at war with Iran, and TSA is quitting. Does anybody see a problem with that?
Iran doesn't.
Right?
They're like, hey, let's go.
It's terrifying.
It really is. And then the Congress is about to adjourn for a holiday.
Yeah, have a good time,
2-week holiday. Have a time getting home. You'll be there by the time it's time to come back.
Yeah, exactly.
And people picked this. People picked this.
And of course,
and I'm angry.
They're painting it, and you've heard it, they're painting it as if It's us, the leftist radicals like you
who
and me.
refuse to fund his personal Gestapo.
Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. And also, we're not funding this war. There's another line of folks that are talking about tax resistance, and you may have heard about this, where instead of paying their taxes to the government, they pay their taxes to an organization that does some good in the community or the world. Now, inherent problems. People, of course, it's against the law. But did you know that the history of all this, and it's happened before during the Vietnam War, that only 2 people have ever gone to jail for tax non-payment of taxes?
Oh, really?
Yeah, only 2 out of the hundreds that have done it.
Well, the government social contract is over. The government
It feels that way.
The government has absolutely failed us, right? They're pulling us off the streets. They're murdering us, right? There's concentration camps. They're separating children and parents. The social contract is over.
And you feel like it's getting...
And they're putting us at risk.
And, and it's getting to that tipping point, which I'm happy about, at least.
Yeah, more people need to get angry.
And that's what today is about at noon out there, is about being angry and showing the fact that you can peacefully protest without breaking the law, but you want to be recognized. And that's why I convinced my neighbors to go with me. Don't just sit home. Even if you just come out and enjoy some sunlight with us, you'll be out there being recognized. And the numbers do count.
They do count. And the energy... I've been a longtime protester, and I was at the Women's March in Washington, D.C. the day after the inauguration. Like, I was at the big march, and I've always enjoyed the energy of it. And it's shifted now because we're more desperate. Yeah. But I do enjoy is a hard word because I'm mad that I'm in this situation. But what I get from protests is being out there and realizing that everybody's upset. Well, not everybody, but most people are upset.
Right, just like you.
Yeah, exactly. That there's community in that.
The solidarity, for
and
sure, of feeling that way. Absolutely. And coming from all over the entertainment world as well. I mean, we've heard dozens of people saying, you can't use my song. How dare you use my song?
Everybody but Kid Rock.
And nobody wants to use his song.
Who's saying, why isn't anybody using my song?
Use my song, would you? I have songs.
Radiohead got involved this week.
Yep.
Right? Did you see this article?
Yep.
About they told Trump to go F himself after ICE uses the beloved song. And what is the song? Hang on. Okay, Computer? No, that's the album name. The song is called something else. Let Down. Yeah, Let Down. Oh, that's awesome. So they posted a message on February 18th, ICE did, when they pinned to the top of its X feed and decried criminal, illegal alien violence as it showed images of what it described as victims. And, of course, it was set to the choral version of Let Down from their album. And they said, nope, you can go, you know what.
Yeah. Yeah.
The problem is artists have so little control over their music because they've sold out to the record companies, and the record companies.
Is that why?
Yeah, that's why. All of these artists complain about it, but there's nothing they can do about it
because they got the money already.
Yeah, they've got the money, they got everything else. They can complain, and that's a good thing that they do complain. But it goes back to the fact that they sold their soul earlier in their life.
We've heard so many different versions of this story, but at the same time, only like 1 or 2 lawsuits because maybe those people didn't give away their songs. But because Gimme Shelter in Melania's documentary? To me, that puzzled me, like why she opened with that.
Oh,
it's really bizarre, but it's definitely a collection of high heels. Again,
no doubt.
I think it's an hour and a half movie, or whatever. I have to watch it in 10-minute segments because I just get so bored with it.
Why don't they use music from her native country?
Yeah,
How about that?
And the only thing that makes it kind of like cool is that she's at one point. She's about the only humanity in that administration that actually shows
Which is telling you something.
Isn't it really? Because it's so vapid.
Which is telling, because humanity is not what comes to mind when I see her.
But all the things she's doing that you never heard anything about her in this documentary, and you wonder, where has this been?
Well, they made it up.
All the stuff that she's been working on, the causes, because she's such a visionary. Just want to make sure, you got to make sure. But I don't know if you saw the video of her welcome. She's doing a summit, an education summit on technology, which the press has labeled as pretty much a commercial for AI in schools.
Of course.
And then she debuted, and we saw the robot that's been going around the internet. She debuted a walking robot. It came down the colonnade with her, so walking side by side. And I love Jimmy Kimmel's remark saying, one of these two is a robot.
No, I saw the image. It's one of the ones I didn't click on.
Yeah.
I just rolled my eyes and
It
went,
is.
oh, great, they're both heartless, and moved on.
It's worth it just to hear the audio of the robot actually speaking in several language, saying welcome to everybody there.
Welcome. Bienvenidos. Yokoso. Bienvenue. Bem-vindos. Ahlan wa sahlan. Shagatam. Mogisalmabit. Bruchim abaim. Laskavo prosimo. Dobrodoshli. Thank you.
Those are all the languages of the people represented at the summit. So that was a cool way to introduce the robot.
Yeah, it doesn't know how to say, where are your papers? In all those languages.
The next thing you teach it. Yeah. But maybe, I'm just saying maybe, it would be in the country's interest to have an AI robot president, because at least he would be able to speak several languages.
Right, and there's be some logic to it.
Yeah, but I don't know if you saw that, but that's pretty wild. I love it. Anyway. But an act of resistance from a Georgian town that didn't want to have a detention center built in their backyard. And the way they decided to go about it was by making it impossible for the developers to build in that area. So they revoked permits to water rights. So if they're going to put, and they said they were going to put like up to 18,000 people in this detention center outside, 2 miles outside this town in Georgia. And they realized that they had enough water for their 6,000 plus residents, and they had a sewer system that accommodated just slightly over that much water a day. And that once they built the detention center there, it was going to use 1 million gallons a day of water, which would no more water for the town, and overwhelm the existing sewer. So what they did is they put a lock. They didn't go pass a law. They took a lock and put it on the water main so you couldn't access it. And they said, once you get your permits to build here and build a sewer and all the other things you need for the underlying containment of the city, then you can come back and we'll think about taking
And
the
that's
look.
resistance.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You think about it, it was like, no, we don't need to go tell you about your politics. It's not about politics.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is Georgia, so maybe they're for it, but not in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
NIMBYs, everyone.
And they're trying it everywhere. If you're seeing these big these buildings, constructions, you should be concerned about what might go in there. Because before, it used to be post-apocalyptic, like before the year 2000. We thought there was going to be all this need for food, so they started stockpiling all kinds of things, sundries for us, in case we needed it, because computers broke down. Remember, that didn't happen?
Oh, yeah.
Y2K. Now they're going to put people in there. Wow. But anyway.
Concentration camps in America.
Yeah. Let's take a little musical break here, and we'll be back.
Brand new music from Mary Gauthier. I think that's the way you pronounce her last name. And it's one of the new anti-war songs. It's called Soldier of Fortune.
It's Mornings on the Beach for your Sunday morning. I'm Danny Lemos.
I'm Mike Stark.
I'm Melanie Ray.
And the theme today, like we said, has been resistance, ways in which you can resist. And we're drawing attention, of course, to the No Kings March this weekend downtown. Actually at Junipero and Ocean. And then it looks like it's going to be like an artist village and another kind of area they're putting together at Temple and Ocean.
Yeah.
They'll be uniting the two locations, hopefully with people.
Yeah.
I think it's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen big time this time.
I hope we can find you when you show up.
Yeah.
Well, we got cell phones.
Oh, there you go.
There's
It's not the wilderness anymore.
Yeah, right.
I keep forgetting.
Not yet.
How'd they do it in the 60s?
You know, how did you find each other? I don't even remember how we found each other before.
Well, it worked in Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Isn't that true, though? When you think back of how we did this and that, even just being updated in the news.
Right.
You had to watch or read the newspaper or the television. Now you just look at it while you're waiting at a traffic light.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, that's actually true. And what it's doing, I love that rule this week, right? The California Supreme Court ruling that AI, that Facebook, the metaverse,
right,
is now legally liable for addicting kids or having them being addicted to their social media.
Interesting. So what's the consequence?
Well,
just
appeal.
Leave them open for lawsuits?
And how do you prove it?
Well, it would be.
Oh, you can prove it.
Yeah, you can really
prove it.
Yeah, that's not a problem because what I think that they're going to try to solve this in the courts with appeal after appeal.
Right.
But should they lose their appeal, then you're right, Melanie. Here come the lawsuits, and
like cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they took a picture of Mark Zuckerberg yesterday at a regular press conference. He looked like he had a rough night.
Oh, poor Mark.
Yeah. I wonder how much their stock went down. But speaking of which, got the stock market going nuts, of course. And the president can't figure out that everything he utters affects the stock market.
Oh, I think he knows.
Which is a good reason to remain out of the stock market.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Yeah, right. That's that's where I put my millions.
Yeah. In other developments, though, we're talking about phones for dogs. This is amazing.
This is amazing, but I'm not sure how functional it is.
Yeah.
So in addition to your standard tracking devices, there's a new device that you attach to your dog.
Okay.
And it's two-way calling so that you can call your dog and say, "Sup, dog?" And then also, if you can train it to, I think it had to jump up and down in rapid succession 3 times to turn on the speaker so it can talk to you.
So you have to train it. Like
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, to do the jumps, and then that's what turns
Yeah.
it on so it can call you. And if it's a cat, it's when it jumps from one high surface to another, which would be
Every time.
every time,
They gotta work
or
out
none
the-
of the time.
So basically, I didn't realize that your dog could be able to call you
Yes,
by like doing some. Could you imagine Boomer? Boomer would never call me.
I think my dog wants to call me, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure what she would say.
Have you ever FaceTimed with an animal?
I have.
Have you? Tell me how it goes.
Well, I take my
wanna do
daughter.
that.
My daughter FaceTimes me from college,
Uh-huh.
and then I show it to Olive.
And does she recognize her?
She looks at it really. Yeah, I think she does recognize
The voice? Yeah, I
and
figured
she
that.
looks at the phone and she does the little cute crooked head
Aw,
dog
aw.
thing. So there's some recognition there, but
Mhm.
she has yet to say, "Hey, Grace, what's going on?"
If you did, you'd have
We're
another
working on
career.
it though.
I'm just wondering, when are you separated from your dog that you would need that?
I think if I worked like 8 hours a day, I'd probably want to check in on the dog.
Okay.
Just to see what's going on.
Well, sometimes I take my dog out and I'll tie her up
Mhm.
like to go into a store or whatever
Mm.
and watch her, and then I wish every once in a while I could go, "It's okay."
Aw.
It's okay, and kind of calm her, when they get
Yeah, that
upset.
makes sense, actually.
Yeah, and calm her down. But I don't know.
Does she stay there when you leave her?
Well, I have to tie her.
Got
I
it.
have to tie her to something because
She'll follow
she's
you
a
in.
hunting dog, and she'll catch a. If she sees a cat.
Oh,
she's
it's all
gone.
over, right?
She's gone. Yeah, yeah. So
My last Labrador, I could leave him anywhere, tied to whatever, very loosely tied too. He would never move.
Oh, yeah.
He'd let people talk to him and pet him, whatever, but he would never leave that spot till I came back. And I don't know how that happened. It's just something between
yeah,
us.
I researched it because she's a coonhound.
She would, yeah.
Yeah, I researched it, and it recommended always having them tied up because they catch us because the
scent of
They
something,
can
yeah.
smell
Mm.
from if the conditions are right. They can smell up to 30 miles away,
can you-
so
I
they
know
can
this
catch a
is
scent and
true.
take off. And I took her to the beach, and she chased the seagulls. Which means she just left. And
She
she
would-
eventually came back, but I was afraid
Yeah,
she was going to cross the bike path.
Try
and the
taking a
whole-
Greyhound to Rosie's Dog Beach.
Oh, no way. Yeah.
They come back. I was scared. to death.
Eventually.
They do come back. But Boomer, I don't know whether he'd recognize my phone call or not, or whether he'd want to answer
If
it.
he'd hang up.
Yeah, he'd probably hang
And if you're not here, I don't care.
Yeah, if there's no treat involved, no thank you. But I thought, anyway, that's kind of technology that we can expect. You can be able to talk to your pet soon.
Yes.
Yeah. Now if you can just get your kids to call you back.
Right?
That is the truth. But there is a act of resistance I found, because I was looking for ways in which other people fight against the machine. They're just like, and AI is a
Right.
big reason why people are or should be concerned. So this story concerns a gentleman. It was on NPR, and it was he's a voiceover artist, and when he started getting calls from his friends that said, "Hey, did you license your voice to Google?" He realized that AI voice, it sounded just like his own, and on their Notebook LM. It's their buzzy artificial intelligence tool that spins up podcasts on demand. and they heard this guy's voice.
Oh, wow.
And so he said no, and he retained a lawyer. He said, this is probably the 148th person that said this to me. So his voice is pretty well known. And his name is David Green. And he said, there's an eerie moment where you feel you're listening to yourself. I've never had that moment, unless it's listening to the show. But they've been able to take his voice and use segments of it now. And then, of course, like playing it on a keyboard, they can have it say whatever they want. In fact, that was me just pressing the M key on my keyboard, and Mike goes, sure, watch. Someday, right?
Yeah.
And that's what he's suing about. He says, this is just something that he feels is out of his control until he got himself an attorney and started to say, wait a minute, this is me and this is my product. And of course, now they're going to have to go to court and prove that it's his voice.
Boy, that's a tough one.
When it's out there already.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like once something's out there, it's out there.
But I wonder if sound waves will come into play.
Yeah, you would think. You know how you have SoundHound on your phone, you can identify a song.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you could do that with voices as well so that it matches voices together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They say it's the latest case to be involved. Somebody suing a large company regarding their own individual human creator rights.
Well, it's interesting because obviously there's a value in a real human voice, or they wouldn't be using AI to steal it.
Exactly.
So there's a value in sounding human, but there isn't actually a value in being human.
Yeah.
No,
you're absolutely right. What a great point. You're right. Doesn't seem to much value in it, but we do want to make money off you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
We are the commodity.
Yeah. Wow. 1984 just sort of landed. Wow. We once again, I'm speechless.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
That's not ideal for radio.
AI will take over. I'm Danny Limo.
Yeah, right. Call in.
Not a problem.
Call his dog.
Yeah, really. But it said the resemblance to his own voice, he said, was indeed uncanny, and the harm is deeper and more personal than a missed chance to capitalize on his own recognizable asset. So let's see how that one goes in the courts. And once again, if they lose, then it's more lawsuits. People will be able to open it, and they'll protect voices. Like
everything's a lawsuit these days.
Yeah. Speaking of that, have you seen the commercial? I think it's the law firm Hernandez, and you see this guy, right? Their leader, I guess he's their CEO, who suddenly, for the first year of his commercials, he looks so leaden, like nothing. Now he's moving, and I swear it's AI.
Maybe.
Because now he's moving. His hands are going, you want to. And I'm like, there's the first year when he was really real, you could tell him he was a real guy, right? He didn't move at all, and he had no presence whatsoever.
Oh, that's funny.
And they got it. Watch it. When you see it, tell me if I'm right.
It's funny. I had a friend that worked for Sony Pictures, and she was doing the first Harry Potter. And so the kids were real young, the actors were real young, and Daniel Radcliffe was too stiff. So there was some scene where he was riding something and he was too stiff. So they used a CG Harry Potter to replace the real person, probably for that same kind of reason, to put more humanity in him.
Wow. And remember The Sopranos? His mom, when she died, and they had one scene left that they animated with clips of her. Nowadays, they'd probably keep her on the series and do a spinoff.
Oh, nowadays, are you kidding? Nowadays, she'd work for the government.
What is that?
We'll get through it. Health and Human Services.
But I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out there, because I am also looking for that feeling that we're like all in this together, that we can relax a little bit, because we all feel the same. When you're at home scrolling, you think, I'm the only one who feels this way, but you're not. And it's good to get out there and see
it does. It feels like they're against me. Everybody, it
does, doesn't it?
It's all against me. I can't fly. I can't buy this. I can't, invest in this.
That's why I sit on my couch and hold on to my dog and I shiver.
Yeah, for sure. I do too.
But it's one of those, we'll get through it. And the voice of optimism will continue to be this show. We always want to make sure that, hey, listen, if you need some place to hide, you come on down here.
We're underground.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. And if you're the FCC, just kidding.
Right.
Okay, it's Mornings on the Beach for another day. Let's get out of here.
All right, let's get out of here with a song that'll take us right to the march.
Okay.
Dropkick Murphys. Very vocal these days, very political these days. And a song called Who'll Stand With Us.